Can Arthur make a game? Short answer, maybe. Long answer, maybe. Hola, I welcome you to the first episode of GameLabs, a series where we will try to make small but detailed game demos of different game genres and try to see what makes the good ones fun. If you want more background on the game we will be working on today, I did also release a pilot episode, so go watch that one too. Like it. In this first episode, we're going to be making a prototype. A prototype will be very useful to see the ideas that I have in my head and the game engine. And I just realized I never specified the engine I was going to use. It's going to be Godot. But anyways, not only will I be able to see my ideas on the screen by using a prototype, but it's also going to help me notice features that I didn't know I needed in the game. For example, when you really want to go to the bathroom, you think of your poop and the toilet, but the toilet paper might not be in the equation at the time. You see what I mean? So for this prototype, there's a few things I want to get a feel on. A rough feel on the player mechanics, the camera placement, and making a super small course. So let's begin. So to make rough player mechanics, I first started by slapping a state machine on the player, something all of you should probably do. In the description, I put a link to the video that I watched about state machines and how to make one in Godot. He does an amazing job at explaining their use. But in short, think of it as dividing actions of a character in separate code blocks or scripts, like I've done here with my player. Of course, every platformer has a jump, but I also give our player a dodge. It works similar to Lissak's dash, but our character will also be immune to projectiles while dodging, because I want a more of a bullet hell gameplay that Sack Dude doesn't offer. I also want to jump cancels into dashes to be a core mechanic in the gameplay in the future. We'll see how we go about that. For the jump, I haven't done anything cool yet, to be honest. It's only a prototype, so I don't want to go too deep into the features, so leaving making a good jump video segment for another episode. This jump only increases your velocity in the y-axis. In the pilot episode, I did mention how I didn't want our character to attack enemies per se, and this is what I meant. Since our character is the kindest human ever, instead of hurting enemies, and since they're in hell, whenever he hugs them, they slowly lose their evilness, not health. And when fully depleted from that, they start floating into the air, going all the way up to heaven. I want this to look just like in the cartoons when their souls leave their body.
Hey, where are you going? That was terrifying.
Yeah, well, at least your soul was going upward.
I don't know, I think it's funny, and you do too. The way that it works is by having a raycast poking in front of the player. If we hit right click while the player is colliding with an enemy, our player will go in the hug stick and the enemy will be in hugged state. For hugging goblins, this will just mean our player holding them and moving around with them. But I had this cool idea that if you hug an airborne enemy, you'll be able to jump off of them, resetting your jump and your dash for sick parkour skills. And also a little tension since you'd have to do it before they get cleansed. While testing this, I did notice though that you'd only be able to jump to the opposite direction from where you jumped initially, cause you can't clip through them. Duh. But we can easily solve this by saying that if we're hugging an airborne enemy, our movement will be in a circular motion using sines and cosines and the enemy as an anchor point to simulate using weight of the character as a force to rotate the enemy. Or we just make bro the child of the enemy and rotate the enemy in the y-axis whenever we press left or right. This should work with no problems as long as we don't do too much with the transforms, right? Anyways, one of the best parts about L'Aventure du Garçon Sac is definitely the camera in my opinion. It's fluid, cinematic, the character movement never feels off, and it's placed in different angles for different reasons. It goes 2D style, facing Sackboy from the side when the level is mainly platforming. It stays in third person with a wide field of view when there's more to explore in the level. And it also offers a top-down view when dealing with more projectiles or action-heavy stages. It has more modes, but you get the point. We want a cool camera like that one, that its angles matters depending of the event that we're doing. Eventually, we want that at least. For now, we have multiple cameras with different angles or different end goals placed in the course to try to recreate a little bit the different camera styles offered in that game. And lastly, making cool courses and obstacles is the most important part about the gameplay, and we will have to be creative with the courses and obstacles in the future, just not in the prototype. I just did a little course to help me visualize what I want. Think of it as a super rough sketch that will let you imagine things better. Also, the enemies don't do much yet, so when I play this level, I need you guys to use your imagination, okay? Like, actually, just imagine what this game could be, not what it is right now. So 3, 2, 1. Alright, we start the game, we're in hell. Oh my god, okay, lock in. We jump, we dash, we make it, we dodge, 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 dodge. You know what? We're hugging you and sending you to heaven. Get out of here. Exactly. We go over here, we're dodging, we ignore that guy. We hug this, rotate, jump, dash. Okay, jump, dash again. Oh, we barely made it. It's fine. Oh my god, what is this camera style? Wait, we're changing to 2D. There you go. Now we're in like a 2D style platforming over here. Jump dash. Oh, I should grab onto that. Rotate, jump dash. Oh my god, interesting. Okay, here we are. We have a lot of enemies. We have a big flyer. What should we do? We should grab and jump from the big flyer. I mean, yeah. Anyways, let's go. We dodge, dodge, dodge. Let me just dodge a little bit more for skill for our points. Okay, then we go. Jump. We made it. And that concludes episode 1. Again, I invite you to follow the progress of the series, and no, actually that's it. Bye.